Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So in this video we are going to be reviewing another Scooby Doo mystery. This time it's going to be Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost, which is not necessarily my favourite Scooby Doo movie entry, but that being said, it is a fun ride. It's definitely got some great twists and turns in there. I just do think that there are some better movie adaptations out there. But that being said, it does have a televised cooking event and some really interesting characters, which means the overall mystery is actually really enjoyable from start to finish. And I'm going to break down Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost in this movie review. Now, in terms of the storyline of Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost, it starts very similarly how Camp Scare did, whereby Fred is the one that initiates everything. So in this movie, they go to visit Fred's uncle, who also happens to be a world-famous chef. A mystery then begins with a red ghost terrorizing people at this high-tech establishment, very similarly to how a red ghost also terrorized one of Fred's ancestors in the wartime. So the gang then need to work out who is behind this whole mystery and why they are terrorizing everyone in this high-tech foodie establishment. So from a character's point of view, whilst this movie is a little bit more on the silly and comedic side of the whole Scooby-Doo movie entries, it still does have a relatively decent character development in there. So like I said before, everything is kind of started from the Fred character as he is going to visit his world-famous chef uncle, which obviously means that it's the perfect setting for Scooby and Shaggy, and understandably they have some brilliant humorous moments in this kind of world, which is really, really cool. In this world, there are also other famous chefs, which is really, really nice from a cameo point of view. And the groundskeeper in this establishment is absolutely hilarious and really does feel like he's been lifted and shifted from an adventure game. So overall, from a character's point of view, you have all of the necessary players to make this a really great Scooby-Doo movie, along with a great supporting cast as well. So from a visuals point of view, Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost is actually pretty decent. It was released in 2018, so you would hope that the visuals are decent, and they actually are. It does really feel like a modern day Scooby Doo movie, so everything looks really, really cool, and you can enjoy it from a visuals aesthetic point of view. And then on top of that, it does look really realistic in terms of all of the high-tech appliances, all look really, really cool. All of the food setting looks really, really cool. And it's set in what looks like a really expensive area, as the outdoor maze really is cool as well, and obviously lends itself to a really great chase and action sequence, which is really, really cool. So whilst it does feel like, this movie might not be as great because it is a lot more focused on like a food setting, actually it does work really, really well, and the visuals really do bring it to life. So from a comparisons point of view, I did really enjoy Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. Now, it's not necessarily the best Scooby Doo adventure out there. There are definitely a lot better adventures out there, much better twists and turns, much better characters, and a much better setting as well. But that being said, it's definitely not the worst either. It's a really, really cool adventure, and it definitely has enough in there to keep you hooked from start to finish. And actually, it does feel a little bit like a Mystery Inc. episode, as when you think you've solved it, there is another twist and turn in there that kind of throws you off course. So it's really great from a storytelling point of view, in terms of really giving you misdirection and making you think that you've solved it, when actually there's a lot more complicated twists and turns in the background. So overall, I did really enjoy Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. I thought it was a very layered mystery. It definitely had a lot going on there, and a lot more than you would think when you kind of watch the trailer for this movie, which is really, really cool. And like I said, there are loads of twists and turns, a lot of misdirection in there, and the setting is actually really, really hilarious, and is definitely different to what you would expect in a Scooby Doo movie. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost a solid 6 out of 10. I'd love to hear what you think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.